Today is Sunday, Parashat Shemot. We're starting a new book, the book of Shemot, the book of Exodus. It is a period of the year known also as Shovevim, which is the acronym for the six parashiot, Shemot, Vaera, Bo, Veshalach, Yitro, Mishpatim. And this period of the year, of these 6 weeks, is known for a very opportune time to do teshuvah, to repent on matters that have to do with speech, and also like Shmirat al-Lashon, which is speech, and also Shmirat al-Brit, which means morality, modesty, that type of thing. Very opportune time to correct ourselves in these matters. So the Musar of today, in Chok L'Israel, as we start this period of Shovevim, tells us the importance of fulfilling the vows that we make. When a person makes a neder, when a person makes a pledge, when he makes a commitment, he has to be careful to fulfill that vow that he made. And if it's, let's say, a commitment of a pledge to a charitable organization, a person should make every attempt to pay it as soon as possible. Because the Musar here speaks very harshly about the risks that could happen to the person who made a vow and did not fulfill it. And it says here, at the end of the Musar, Hanoder or Nishba, if a person makes a vow, or he takes an oath, Ve'eno mekayem, and he doesn't fulfill it, he procrastinated, he doesn't fulfill it right away, Gorem she'amalach ha'memune al piv, it causes the angel who's in charge of the statement of his mouth, al ota mitzvah shechayav la'asota, with regard to that mitzvah that he's obligated to do, he made a commitment, he made a pledge. It's sort of like an angel is created, which would be a good angel, because after all, he wants to do a mitzvah. Shechayav la'asota nish'ar garua ad asher yashlim chiyuvu befoal. That angel remains actually in a deficient state until he fulfills the vow that he's committed to do. So a good angel is created from a mitzvah. He made a pledge, but it remains deficient until he fulfills his vow. And the Musar goes on to say, Ve'ad shelo yatsa yedei chofato, and as long he has not fulfilled his obligation, Hamalach shera'u liot tov, the angel that should have been a good angel, Ushav etzlo kemazikin, becomes for him as destructor beings. Shelo shloma yetzeratan latov, since his creation was not completed for the good. In other words, he started something good, he made a vow, he made a pledge to pay a neder to the synagogue, let's say, or to any charitable organization, or any commitment for a mitzvah that he said he was going to fulfill a mitzvah, even if it doesn't have to do with money. That he made that kind of commitment, that creates a kind of an angel that should be a good angel. But as long as he hasn't fulfilled it, that angel is somewhat deficient, and it can come, chas v'shalom, to exact punishment for him because of not having fulfilled it. So if you made a pledge, if a person made a commitment, take care of it as soon as you can. That's the right way to do it. And even if you're not able to do it all at once, even if you start making payments or you start taking care of it gradually, you're at least moving in the right direction, because the opposite or the other alternative of just procrastinating or not fulfilling creates where it could have been a very positive situation, a negative situation, and no one would want that. So as we speak about the purity of speech and be careful with what we say, one place we could start in is to be very careful with our commitments, with our vows, to fulfill them as soon as possible, and better to refrain from making a vow than from making it and not fulfilling it. So if you're hesitant, don't make a commitment, rather than make a commitment and not fulfill it. And one good thing to say, if you're not sure, or even in general, is to say beli neder without making a vow, without making a commitment. That way it remains somewhat in suspense, rather than a commitment that is not fulfilled, which is not a good idea. So if any of us, we make commitments, we make vows, we should try to fulfill them as soon as possible. And in general, it's always good to say Beli Neder. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen ve'amen.